This is an Evergreen Media Network studio production. Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. We're so glad that you're here today. Cindy, I don't think my mic is on.
Go ahead. Okay.
No, I got nothing. Anyway, you can hear something, some part of me. Welcome to the show. We have a great show for you here today. It's April 2nd. It's the first week of April, and we are absolutely in the most beautiful weather that we've had in Vero. I mean, the end of March and April is just spectacular. So we can't, all the people that are here are loving it. I always say, you know, it's funny. We don't have seasons per se like people up north. They have spring and the flowers pop out, and they have fall and the leaves fall off the trees. But we have two seasons, and one is in the fall when the car carriers come, and then, you know, it's fall. And now we have spring when the car carriers come and they take people away. And I've already seen two car carriers, so I know it must be springtime in Vero Beach. Lifestyle on the Vero Beach coast, you know, the Treasure Coast, it's not about condos, it's not about homes, it's about lifestyle. And there's so many wonderful things that happen here in Vero Beach. We just had, well, let's introduce our guest. We have a very special guest today. He is president of the Vero Beach Air Show, which is presented by Piper Aircraft, Inc. He's a good friend. He's a husband of a woman I hold dear, and her mother, who I adore. Let's introduce Rob Lucas. Welcome, Mr. President.
Good afternoon, Lori. Thank you for having me on the show today.
I'm so glad that you're here. I really am. It's good to have you. How was your Easter?
Easter was wonderful. How was yours?
Mine was wonderful. Did you guys have dinner at the house? Or did you
we went to some relatives' house and got out chance to sit out on the patio and enjoy the beautiful weather that you were talking about a minute ago. It was absolutely spectacular.
I mean, anybody that didn't have dinner outside, if you could have, you should have.
You should have. If not, you missed out.
I know. Yeah. It was really amazing. I had, Cindy, I had some pictures that I took. I walked up to the beach. We went to sunrise service. I talked about that last week. Mm-hmm. They do a lot of those all around. Riverside Park, Humiston Park, J.C. Park. And I just walked up, around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning out to the beach. This is just on the Barrier Island, just north of J.C. Park. And it was absolutely stunning. I mean, this is why people come to Vero Beach, for this beautiful, I mean, it was crystalline and people were walking. Of course, there's a lot of people visiting. We love that. Cindy, how was your Easter?
What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me put myself on. What did I do? I actually had like a calm one. I spent some time with Lara.
Okay.
You know, in the daytime and talking about going to see the grandkids and that kind of thing. And it was just calm. I ate a lot.
You did?
I went to the Tipsy Turtle the day before.
Oh, that was Saturday. We were talking about that.
I did the Tipsy Turtle.
Was it well attended?
Yes, they did a phenomenal job with that. They did. They did.
The Tipsy Turtle 2-mile run, walk, and fundraiser. It's a festival, and they're raising money because they take care of the turtles here in town. We have so many. We have a unique environment here in Vero Beach and on the Treasure Coast where turtles come here, and they keep coming here for years, hundreds of years, and we've got to make sure that we maintain that environment so that they stay healthy and continue to lay eggs here, and obviously continue as a really healthy species. What's going on around town? We're going to be talking about that air show, but a couple things first that are coming up. Cindy, August 4th, that's Thursday this week at 7 o'clock at the Emerson Center.
April 4th.
I mean, April 4th. I said April. I said August. Live, one night in Memphis. It's a tribute to the Presley, Perkins, Lewis, and Cash. It's a 90-minute show.
So they did that at Riverside.
They did it at Riverside. Yeah. Riverside, it was called...
I thought it was $1 million.
The $1 Million Quartet.
Yeah.
But this one is called Miracle in Memphis.
Wow.
And it's the same thing, but it's a 90-minute show, and it's just going to be the music. Rob, did you happen to see that one at Riverside? Not. Okay, it was a couple months ago. That Kinky Boots was our most recent one, because I was talking about what's going on at Riverside Theater. And Cindy, they're going to redo it on Thursday this week.
Really?
That's worth getting it. I'm thinking about it.
Because that was incredible.
It was so good. The music was great. It was one night where Carl Perkins, Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Johnny Cash all showed up at the Sun Studios in Memphis.
Yeah.
And they all played music that night. And it's like to get those guys together, and they recorded it. Didn't they, Cindy? I think they did.
Yeah, I want to say there was a lot of contention with the whole thing, but it was really cool.
Yes.
It was I thought it was going to be a little bit boring, but it wasn't.
No.
Not at all.
No, it was
Not
amazing.
at all,
It was
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
One of the other things, Treasure Coast Craft Spirits Festival. It's out by the airport, but our event at the airport is not until May. This is Saturday, April 6th. It's to celebrate Florida's distilleries with the Rotary Club of Vero Beach, the Sunrise Rotary Club. Great group of guys and gals. You can taste a variety of crafts and spirits from local distilleries, unique flavors of Florida, whiskeys, brandy, liqueurs, rum, vodka, whatever. And it's a charity event, so I guess there must be some kind of donation. The website that I was on didn't say what the number was, but it's right there on Airport Boulevard, so it's going to be right there off of Airport Boulevard as you're going into Vero Beach Municipal Airport. Of course, every Friday, first Friday of the month, we got Gallery Stroll on 14th Avenue. Starts at 5 p.m. Take your guests out there, get down, walk in and out of the galleries. Some of them have beverages. There's lots of other restaurants you can pop in and have a beverage. It's beautiful. It doesn't sunset till get late, 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock, closer now. So anyway, on to Chef Scott Verricchio and Citrus Grill House. Thank you so much. He always provides us with an adult beverage for the show. Thank you, Chef Scott. Today is a delicious beverage. This is it's called an Irish Cranberry Mule. Sydney and I are thinking it must be Irish whiskey, but it doesn't taste like whiskey, and it's cranberry juice and, of course, ginger beer in these pretty cups that they provide. So
They put a lot of the mules in those cups now. I really like them because they keep the cold.
It's very, very cold.
Yeah, they keep the cold. Yeah.
I know. Most drinks, I don't like drinking drinks like that because they don't stay cold.
Right. I'm
but
not
anyway,
British. Yeah.
They're awesome. So go over to Citrus Grill House, 1050 Easter Lily Lane. They're right there by Humiston Park, directly on the ocean. They're open Monday to Saturday. They do lunch and dinner. If it's not fresh, he's not serving it. It's really beautiful. Lunches outside are gorgeous. Dinners outside are magical with the lights. And the staff over there is fantastic. So thank you, Chef Scott. Feel better soon. And, go on over and see Citrus Grill House. DSRE by the numbers, we are just finished our first quarter of the year, 199 million sold, and that's 20.6% of the market share. And the next closest agent brokerage is 135.5 at 14% of the market share. So Dale Sorensen still strong for the quarter. And it's been really busy out there, just so you know. I don't know, it's a little bit different from the agent side. We're seeing a lot of activity, and I don't know if everybody just kind of calmed down in 23 because 22 was crazy, but I went back to 22. Cindy likes when I go look at the numbers. We're only about 10% off of 2022, and we call those unicorn years. Just crazy sales, just amazing numbers. Everybody was in shifting from, up north to down south to back north. After COVID, everybody kind of was trying to figure out where they wanted to live. But anyway, thank you, Dale Sorensen Real Estate. Great job. All of you guys out there doing a really good job. Now, Vero Beach Air Show, May 3rd to 5th at the Vero Beach Regional Airport. Rob Lucas, again, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks again for having me.
I have to do a little housekeeping in the beginning, but now the show is all about you, baby.
Okay.
All about you. Okay, good. Good. Tell us, how did you get involved in the air show?
Well, Lori, as you know, I've been a pilot for going on 30 years now, so it was kind of a natural fit when my good friend from basically elementary school, Todd Howder, asked if I wanted to get involved, and he's on the board with me. He serves as vice president. Okay. And so it was, he kind of knew I was an easy mark because of my aviation background.
Yes.
And so it was kind of a hook, line, and sinker, and we got involved, and we've been working this together for quite a while now.
That's awesome. It's Todd, that's Marnie's husband.
That's Marnie's husband,
Yeah, because Marnie was in here because she was honored. Diamonds and Denim. For the Cancer Society.
Right.
So we love Marty, and Marnie is another wonderful, successful Dale Sorensen real estate agent. So woo to the Howder team.
Here, you need this.
Thank you. Give it to me. Thank you. Todd, you're a lucky man. No, I'm sorry. Todd's a great guy. Todd is amazing. He's a really great guy. Now, this is a charity event with a strong focus on honoring veterans.
This is a charity event.
Tell us about that and who benefits.
So the local Veterans Council benefits as one of the three beneficiaries, in addition to the local exchange clubs. And this year we've added Halo, the no-kill rescue shelter in Sebastian, as one of our beneficiaries.
Great.
But the veterans is a big part of our focus. And I was in a few weeks ago talking with Jesse at Evergreen, and we were talking about the end of an era is approaching in our lifetime pretty quick here, and that is the end of the World War II veterans.
Oh,
and as many of you may know, yesterday Luke Conter passed away, and he was the last of the USS Arizona Pearl Harbor survivors.
Wow.
At 102 years old. So, we're trying to honor those men and women as much as we can that are left in our community this time.
Yeah.
In addition to honoring the veterans, we're also trying to basically, the recruiting goals are pretty far off if you follow that in the military. So we're leading a big recruiting effort this year.
Okay.
Bigger than years past of our air show. So we'll have commitments from all the branches of the military to bring assets and people here to talk to younger individuals about joining the military.
Okay, so because you had mentioned we were talking about recruiting, and I wasn't sure if it was recruiting because we need volunteers too, but we're going to get to that later.
Right.
But you're talking about recruiting for the armed services.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And then in addition to that, as a pilot, I've always tried to give back.
Yes.
And a way to give back is to try to inspire the next generation of aviators, whether they be military or they want to choose an airline career. And one of our big sponsors is Skyborne Airline Academy.
Okay.
In addition with their Delta Propel Academy. So they're going to have a large presence at the show this year, trying to inspire the next group of civilian aviators as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, because that wasn't part of it last year. I went last year. I saw you and Maggie were there last year.
Yes.
You're there every year, I'm sure. But so if somebody that hears the show, because we play on Sundays at 4 p.m., we're also Facebook Live and all of that, you're going to get your little link to play. So if someone has an interest, they would go then to one of the tents. Are all four, like, isn't there four? There's Army, Navy,
Air
Marines,
Force and Marines.
Air Force and Marines,
Yes.
right? So
in addition to several of their special operations groups, the Air Force Special Ops Command.
Wow.
We're trying to work with the local SEAL Museum to be with the Navy to inspire and bring some of their people out to talk about that branch as well. So we're trying to really cover all bases.
Yeah.
And lead that recruiting effort. I was watching yesterday. I think they said there's somewhere around 9,000 in the Air Force that they're short this year just in recruiting.
Wow, that's amazing. I know we have so many veterans in this town, and I know that fundraising is really important. I mean, there's kind of multiple veteran fundraising organizations, correct, out there?
There are multiple.
And do you kind of sort of, does one person come together and then dole it out, or how does it work for them?
Well, we bring our money to the Veterans Council of Indian
There
River
you
County.
go.
So
And
that's basically, and they kind of tell us, we direct the funds.
Great.
So that's very important to our board. We're really trying to direct the funds so we're not getting in a thing where we're covering someone's administrative and overhead expenses.
Right.
I want to know where the money's going.
Right.
And so that's a requirement that the application has to include where those funds would be used at.
Fantastic.
And I know with the exchange clubs, it goes into their foundation, and 100% of their foundation money goes out to help those children.
I love that.
So that's very important to us.
Yeah. So let me ask a question. One of the things we're saying, why an air show for all of this? What the air show? I mean, we have loved the Blue Angels. Had been coming here for years. Is this just an extension of just the Blue Angels, or is this just the same, just continuation of what?
Well, Lori, as many people are unaware, Vero was a naval air station during World War II.
There you go.
And actually, when you go to the Ocean Grill, I mean, that was the officers' club, and many people are not even aware of that.
I didn't know that.
During the war, that was the O Club.
Okay.
And so we're honoring that as well, that heritage of Vero Beach being that, and then you had the SEAL Museum. The Navy SEALs were born and trained right here, North Hutchinson Island and Fort Pierce Inlet, and many people are not even aware of that, and that's all World War II.
That's incredible. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That is incredible. And we've had some shows. Remember Marty? Cindy was Marty was so fantastic with the Veterans Council. God rest his soul. He was a great guy, but he always liked to talk about why they love to come to Vero Beach, because they can select where they want to go. And they continue to come to Vero Beach. Can you tell us a little bit about why?
They continue to come a lot for the small town atmosphere. They like how we take care of them. Marty was always a big part of that. It's going to be missed this year.
Yeah.
Marty was, he put his hand up to help and volunteer for anything.
Absolutely.
But this was special to him.
Yeah.
And so they really enjoyed coming here, and year after year as we have to apply, and they want to know where the funds are going, what they're being used for, who benefits from having the Blue Angels in the community. And so our kind of community service aspect is very important to them.
Yeah.
And I think they like the hospitality.
Yeah, it is. We do. I mean, we love them up. We send all those people out there. There's kids and want to be, get autographs and, want to be wowed by all the things that they're doing. Now, there are other air show performances other than the Blue Angels.
Other than the Blues, yes.
Because it's, was it 3, 4, and 5, right? So Friday night it starts.
Friday night it starts. Now, the Blue Angels don't fly on the night shows.
Okay.
What they do can't be done at night safely.
I don't want them flying
we
at
don't
night.
want to see them do that.
Please don't do that.
But so we do have some other jet teams that'll be here. We have the A-10 attack demo team, and it was just announced last week that the A-10s will be retired. This is kind of their farewell tour now.
Oh, wow.
Really?
And so if you want to come out and see an A-10, if you're a fan of the A-10 Warthog,
yeah.
This may be one of your last opportunities in Florida to see them as they travel the rest of the country.
Right. What is an A-10?
It's a close air support attack aircraft.
Okay.
So it's, you know,
It's a big, well, from the pictures, it's kind of a big, monstrous looking plane.
it's a pretty good sized aircraft.
Like,
yeah.
It looks like,
it's a single
looks like a
pilot,
dinosaur, really.
single pilot close air support fighter.
Really?
And I guess they're being replaced with some of the newer, more modern aircraft now.
Understood. What about some other performances? So Friday night, you got
You'll see the
A-10.
MiG-17, which is a first-generation fighter, a Russian fighter.
Yeah.
That's being flown Friday night and then again during the weekend.
Yeah.
You'll also see Matt Yonkin as a civilian performer in his Beechcraft Beech 18.
Okay.
That's a twin Beech. And then you'll have Rob Holland and a host of other acts, including the favorite. Everybody loves the jet truck, and Jerry McCart will be here with his home wrecker jet truck.
It's so fun. What is it? Tell our audience what a jet truck is, what it does do.
It goes over 300 miles an hour with the push of a button.
Yes.
And in addition, as he runs, we will have a wall of fire
Yeah,
and
it's
full
like-
pyrotechnic display
Yeah.
Friday night, and then we will have a fireworks to conclude the Friday night air show, fireworks display.
That's great. Now, if somebody's going to come in, well, let's talk first about get to tickets. How do people get tickets, or what are the ticket cost prices?
VeroAirShow.com
Good.
has all the ticket information on it, and they can. There's a drop-down box for the air show for the ticketing. There's also cards around town with a QR code that takes you direct to ticketing, if that's an easier thing for you to navigate through your phone.
Very good.
And so, yeah, she's put it up on the screen now, VeroAirShow.com.
Yep.
And then there's many volunteer opportunities I know you're going to get to, and there's also a drop-down box for the volunteer opportunities. I just want to remind people that if they fill out those forms for the volunteer opportunities, once they hit enter, we get it automatically.
Okay.
So they may not get a receipt back that says it was sent, but
Right.
we get it. We
Good.
tested it. We get it. It goes directly to our volunteer coordinator,
Yeah.
and then Kim Prado from PNC Bank up in Sebastian.
Yep.
She and her committee will then filter it out to the appropriate area that we need the help at.
That's fantastic. What are the times on those days? Like Friday night starts at
Friday night, the gates open at 5. And then the flying will start about 6:30 with
Okay.
the fireworks at 8 or just shortly after 8, depending on a couple minutes here or there.
yeah.
Then-
Do they bring beach chairs? Where do they?
You can bring a towel, a chair. We have rental chairs available.
Okay.
There's reserve seating available
Uh-huh.
for the weekend shows, not the Friday night show. But
Yep.
primarily bring a chair or bring a towel.
Right.
Is the easiest thing. And those tickets are limited.
Oh.
So during the weekend, we're expecting somewhere in the neighborhood of 45 to 50,000 people a day. And we've limited the ticket sales for the evening because we simply just can't turn it back around fast enough.
Right.
So-
Right. And so, and there is now Saturday's a long day. Do people generally stay all day?
Saturday can be a long day. So the gates open at 9 o'clock. Many people will arrive at 7:30, 8 o'clock, get parked,
Yeah.
and then be standing in line before the gates open.
Right.
And then, so the flying during the weekend starts at noon. But we will have many static displays, including the crowd favorite C-17 again, the big
Yeah.
monster you see fly around.
Yep.
And then again, as I said before, the recruiters will be there.
Yep.
With several different assets from their armed service branch,
Yeah.
respective branches. So there's a lot to see and do prior to the show. I was speaking with Jackie from Halo this morning. She's going to bring some dogs.
Yay.
So maybe a dog finds a home. That's
I know, it's a
goal.
good
Saturday
thing.
morning, Sunday morning from 9 to 12, she'll have some dogs available.
Oh, great.
And then we also will have the Saturday night event under the Oaks at Riverside,
Okay.
where people will be able to meet all of the performers, the
Yes.
pilots, all the Blue Angels will be introduced, all of the civilian performers will be introduced.
Yes.
It's a food truck rally. It's free to the public.
Yes. I remember this from last year.
They really enjoy it. It's one of the best mandatory events that the Blues have to go to that
Yeah.
they do throughout their 35 show season.
Yeah.
They really look forward to being able to mingle and talk with the people that have come to the show.
Yeah. Well, listen, we have to take a break because this show gets paid for by commercials. We'll be right back to wrap it up with Rob at the Vero Beach Air Show presented by Piper Aircraft, Inc. See you in a minute.
If you operate a small business, you need services like payroll, tax compliance, HR tools, and other resources. You need Complete Employee Solutions. Vero Beach has a team of professionals, including Anthony Sammons, Matt McCain, and Jennifer Comer, who saw the need for competent payroll, HR, and employee leasing services. Call Complete Employee Solutions at 772-978-7277 or visit their website at CompleteEmployeeSolutions.com.
Your grandkids struggle. You've helped your kids through their struggles. What about yours? Back in your day, nobody talked about feelings, emotions, or mental health. Times have changed. It's your time to unstruggle. When life is a struggle, getting help shouldn't be. Unstruggle.org.
Print advertising isn't dead. It's as strong as ever, especially in 32963. It's Mario from 32963. Reach every single home and business on the island with me, Mario, in 32963. Find me on Facebook, Mario 32963.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats and chairs in all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Bollywood. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Family owned and operated since 1991. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of name brand closeouts and sale items. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Have a sunshine day. Sunshine.
Welcome back to the show. Today is about the Vero Beach Air Show presented by Piper Aircraft, Inc. But there are some other sponsors that we want to talk about. This can't be done by one. It's done by multiple.
It's done by multiple sponsors, and we couldn't do it without two entities in this.
Yes.
All of our volunteers, which total around 800 to 1,000 for the weekend, and our sponsors, in addition to Piper Aircraft, Inc. being our presenting sponsor. We have South State Bank returning again, Chris Bieber and his team for all your banking needs, and of course Amy Speak over on the Beach Branch if you need a mortgage.
You gotta love Amy. Gotta love. Shout out to Amy Speak, my girl.
Give it to Amy. And then MBV Engineering has been a sponsor from the beginning of the air show back in 2013. And they always step up and come forward. We have Staybridge Suites. Again, they're hosting some of our performers, and they're proud to be a sponsor again. In addition to Southern Eagle Distributing, your local Anheuser-Busch Budweiser distributor, and the Bush family. They always get behind all of our events.
They do.
This year we also have the Bush Wildlife Sanctuary as our armband sponsor. So we're trying to get the name out kind of in the northern reaches of where they do their marketing for the Bush Wildlife Sanctuary. It's located in Jupiter.
Yes,
so they stepped up, and they're proud to be a sponsor this year. We have a whole host of them. We've got Riverside Theater, as you mentioned earlier, with the
absolutely,
and then Sun Aviation, Corporate Air, the local FBOs.
Yes.
Ryan Jones and Associates.
Yes, Ryan and Sarah. Woo woo. Love them. Love the Joneses.
Ridgeline Roofing. We have a body.
They did my roof. Ridgeline Roofing. Just saying.
Vinny Abadi, a body tile and marble, and his team. And a whole host of others, including Jackie Robinson Stadium and Merrill Lynch.
That's fantastic. I love that. Well, listen, everybody, the air show, we've got this coming up. It's in May. It's the 3rd through the 5th. Need to go to VeroAirShow.com to get your tickets. You also need to go to Vero Beach Air Show to volunteer. If you go to the website, it's going to be all there. Click. There's all sorts of tabs across the top. Click and volunteer your time or your money or buy your tickets there. Rob Lucas, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much, and thank you to you and Tracy Zudans for being the hosts of the VIP tent this year. You're going to be out there volunteering all weekend.
Yes, we are. I always get pulled into that thing. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Have a great day. Be safe. We'll see you here next week. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your weekend, and have a great day. Bye-bye.